Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, very recently, our good friend Cresmo Kramer asked me about slip carry. He's like, you mention slip carry quite frequently, and he was kind of wondering what I was talking about. So I thought that would just kind of be an easy, quick topic to kind of go over and talk about slip carrying your knives. Now, typically, what I have in my pocket is this. Now, do I really consider this a slip? No, I don't. It's multiple pockets, and, it holds a lot of stuff. This is more like a utility type pouch or something like that. I do end up carrying this quite a bit. But when I talk about slip carrying knives, I'm thinking about a traditional single knife leather slip. That's what I'm thinking about. Now, this one, of course, is a Jack Wolf slip. I mean, every Jack Wolf knife comes with one, but this is what I'm talking about when I talk about slip carrying. Now, slip carrying, do I slip carry anything other than traditional pocket knives? Slip joints? No. And I typically, especially nice knives like these, I typically do slip carry them, or sometimes in this, and I do that basically just to protect them. One, it protects them, it protects the bolster, it protects the scale, but it also, keeps nasty gunk from getting in your pivot. Now, so this is typically what I think of when I think of a slip. And I think that's probably pretty much for most people. Now, does it have to be leather? I don't think it does, because I have one here. Now, this is multiple. I've got a little pry in there. But this is a multiple pocket. But I still kind of think of this as a slip. Just because, well, its size, even though it is multiple pockets, for me, it's a slip. Because I would carry, a slip joint, and then potentially have something else in there. Now, this one probably isn't exactly right for this knife, because you see quite a bit of it sticking out there. You're typically going to want a slip that's going to cover your whole knife, like so. Now, saying that, let's see. This is obviously the new RoseCraft Lick Creek Loom Fixer. And RoseCraft does have their own branded slips now. So they have a couple of different sizes. They have, I think this is large and small. But typically, you're going to want to, so that one, it would work. But there's still a little bit of it exposed. Let's see about this one. This one's probably going to be, the larger one is probably going to be just about right. Yeah. See how it's just below the leather? And if you give it a little squeeze, comes right out. I mean, you can probably pull it out. It helps. This one needs to be broke in better. Haven't used it a whole lot yet. But typically, squeeze, comes right out. Let's see if it does. Comes right out. So you want to find a slip that's probably going to protect your knife. Now, like I said, would this work? Yeah, it pretty much does the job of a slip. And, I caught a bunch of grief a little while ago, because to me, it really didn't matter if I put it pivot up, pivot down. But if you do put it in pivot down, it protects it. It protects that pivot a whole lot better, and I totally get that. So, I've pretty much started carrying them pivot down. It's that whole tip up, tip down thing, right? But you want to get a slip that's going to cover your knife. Now, I mean, there's several different sizes. Let me see here. I'm going to dig out. Oh, let's see. I got to find the right door. There we go. So, and the thing about it is, there are so many awesome guys in the community that make slips. I'm not talking just like businesses. Like I said, RoseCraft has got their, you can get there for their knives if you want one, if you want to match your knife to a slip, right on. Go for it. Jack Wolf comes with one. But now there's companies out there like Sage Grouse Leather that make some gorgeous, gorgeous slips. Now this one's a little bit bigger, and we've got there we go. We got an Ohio River Jack. Now that pretty much perfectly fits in there. Fits nice. Got to shake it quite a bit to get it to come out. Don't squeeze when you shake. That's a mistake. But anyway, so that's pretty much what I carry my Ohio River Jack in. A lot of people, well, I know some people, we'll say this. I know some people have specific slips for specific knives. Again, Jack Wolf, that takes care of it. But now like me, I've got this little guy. My Case Sodbuster Jr. fits absolutely perfectly in this slip. So it's pretty much the only knife that goes in there. And yes, this is a Case knife that I absolutely love because it's very well made. So all the Case fanboys, I don't always say bad stuff about Case because this is a beautiful, well-made knife. But it fits this slip so well that it's just kind of got a permanent home there. Could I use it for some other knives? Yeah, probably. But I don't because it's home. It's home. That's what, yeah. I don't carry any other knife but a Jack Wolf and a Jack Wolf slip. I haven't. Like I said, these I still haven't carried a whole lot. But I really don't carry anything but a RoseCraft and a RoseCraft blade slip. Can you? Yeah, you can. I mean, I don't think there's any law against it. So that's kind of what I'm talking about when I talk about slip carrying a knife, and pretty much what anybody talks about. Now, do you have to carry them in a slip? No, you can pocket drop them. Just drop it in your pocket and go. I don't. Typically, like I said, when I carry it like this, now see, this guy isn't exactly protected the best in this. So a lot of times I will carry him like this. Usually, a lot of times it's like my older slip joints, some Rough Riders, stuff like that. If it's a really nice, a nice slip joint that I want to keep nice, other than, of course, when I use it, I'm going to slip carry it, and I'm going to protect it, and I'm going to keep it looking nice. So, Krasmo, I hope that answered your question about slips and slip carrying knives. Now, of course, you can move up the game and go to the sheaths and all that, but that's typically a little bit different story. I think slip is pretty much meant to drop in your pocket, and a sheath is pretty much meant to go on your belt. Now with the whole pocket fixed blade, it's not, is it a sheath? Is it a slip? I think if it's a fixed blade, it's a sheath, not a slip, even if it goes in your pocket. It's just a fixed blade thing. So, well, I hope that answered your question, Krasmo, and I hope if anybody else out there had questions about slips and slip carrying knives, I hope that kind of answered it for you. That's my thoughts on it. And that's kind of how I carry most of my slip joints to protect them. So, thank you very much, Krasmo, for that question or topic. It was more of a question, but I kind of turned it into a topic. So, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. As always, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. I love talking to you. Till next time, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.